Well, hello everybody. I wasn't quite sure what to talk about this week. It's been a very difficult week for me of pushing the rock uphill, and whenever I come on, I want to be happy and excited and get everybody enthusiastic. But really, this week's been a kind of a strange one. I've been preparing my Christmas advert video, which is running in the background, and we just started running that one, and so far it seems to be an absolute disaster. Nobody's clicking it, but it's like, wow, crazy different. And I think part of the problem was I put the price on because I had a suspicion a lot of people go to the website or click the link just to see the price. And I thought, well, let's put the price on and try that. But I'm not sure if that's the reason that they see it and say, yep, okay, I've seen the price now, I don't care. So some interesting things happened this way. Firstly, my wife's had to go away again, so I'm on my own. Right when I'm trying to get How Close Is the Ghost out the door, that's when everything starts getting a bit crazy for me. Had a wonderful conversation with a man in America who has a very big website called lowvisionsupplies.com. He's a man called Philip, and he was kind of a corporate executive type, and he lost his vision, and he started this website with 12 products, and now he has 1,300. And he was really keen on having more toys. And when I looked at his website, the only toys he had was playing cards that were extra large. It's that thing again. We see this thing that nobody seems to care about leisure. Lots of productivity tools, but when it comes to actual leisure, you're on your own. And so he was really excited, and we had this fantastic talk. And then I decided, I thought, there was somebody at the main charity in the UK, the RNIP. I thought, who helped me, give me some pointers. And I thought, I'll go and visit him, and I'll drop off one of the units for him. Because he's a man called John Casely, and John's brilliant. He's like such a brilliant brand ambassador for what they're doing. But this kind of took me out for a day. And then he said, look, the lady is going to be in tomorrow. She's the head buyer. I'm going to force you in. I'm going to make sure she sees this. I thought, well, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm not quite ready to go to, because they have shops there, aren't they? I thought, I'm not quite ready for that. There's certain things we still need to do and change before we're ready for full retail. And I went and I waited, and we didn't have an appointment. He said, look, just be there and we'll get you in. And of course she was super busy, and then this guy is pushing me on her, and she's like, oh my God, I've got 1,000 things to do. And I did feel for her a little bit. So after waiting for a long time, I got to speak to her for 5 minutes, which was very nice, and she was very gracious. But I just felt like I'd been pushed onto her, and you could see it was oh God, I've got a million things to do. And now just see this guy as well. But the good news was, the interesting part of that was I get the system out and I show it to her, and she says, oh, we've seen this. It's already on our radar. So that was nice. I think what I wanted to talk about this week, I wanted to have something happy to talk about, but the only thing I could think of, and I got out all of my boxes the other day, and I was just looking at them, and I realized something. That I always said, I don't want to have sequels or prequels. Let's not use any existing IP. We've got enough Indiana Jones games and enough Doctor Who games and enough Jurassic Park games. Let's do original things. Go back to storytelling. And so Bewilder is an original, and Ice Cold is an original, and Hotel of Secrets is an original, and Psychotronic Mind is original. And very soon you'll have How Close Is the Ghost, an original. And early next year, Bank Robbing Bunnies. We've managed to do. And I'm quite... There's a lot of times people will say, oh, you must be so proud of what you've done. And I'm like, well, no, not really. It just feels like work. There isn't a time to take a step back and kind of enjoy it, because it's just, you solve a problem, move on to the next problem. And you just keep on going. But this is the thing. I think that when I look at this, this is where I think this is something I'm proud of. We have complete original games. We have our own IP. We have, we've become the story generators. We're not going out and rehashing the same stories. We're making new things. And that's, Hotel of Secrets I'm really proud of, because I came up with this idea as a teenager. And this was kind of what I wanted to see. And I managed to pull this one off successfully. So it took 40 years, but we got there. Literally, that's what I always imagined as a child. So to finally see it come real is good. But there's nothing like it. I've done it. I've created something that's original. Like not just I wrote a story, I created an entirely new type of gameplay, and a new story and everything else. So this, when you've got a week that's really draining and everything's going wrong, I've got an advert that doesn't work. Look, there's the price. We put the price on. Nobody cares. Nobody's clicking this advert at all. But I'm not sure if it's a fault of the setup or if it's a fault of the advert. But what I can think about is I've got some original stuff, and I did this. I created this original stuff. I had help.